From not being able to afford breakfast, this entrepreneur has grown to become a 1,000 crore company founder. Hi, good morning. Welcome to Everything Business by SIRISHA Varma. And in today Business Case Study Thursday, we're going to talk about this inspiring entrepreneur who could not afford breakfast when he was a kid, but today is the owner of a 1,000 crore food company here in India. The company that we are going to talk about today is ID Foods Private Limited. The founder, Musthafa PC, was born in a remote village of Kerala. His father was a daily wage worker in coffee plantation. He was not well educated, but he always wanted his children to be well educated, and that is when he joined Mustafa in a school. But Mustafa failed 6th class not because he was not hardworking or smart, but because he was trying to sustain his father, to help him maintain the family, and thereby he was working full time and could not go to school. That is when he failed in 6th class. He wanted to drop out of the school to help his father on a full time basis. But one of his teachers intervened and said, I will take extra classes for Mustafa free of cost. And only because of his push, Mustafa became the school topper. And not just that, he went on to pursue engineering in NIT in computer sciences, and his teachers paid his fees. When he passed out of NIT, he got placed in his first job and he got a salary of rupees 14,000, which he then gave to his father. His father was so thrilled that he cried and told Mustafa that you have earned so much money, which I have not been able to earn even in one lifetime. Eventually, Mustafa got a job abroad and he was earning well enough to clear off his father's debts of 2 lakh rupees within 2 months. But Mustafa always wanted to do something more rather than just a job. That is when one of his cousins called him to talk to him about this opportunity regarding idli batter. This cousin was the owner of a kirana store, and there was a vendor which provided idli batter which was stored in this cousin's kirana store. But there were a lot of complaints from customers regarding this idli batter. And when the cousin mentioned this to Mustafa, Mustafa saw a huge opportunity. He invested 50,000 rupees in the company and let his cousins run the show. Today, Mustafa has a 50% share in the company and he's accompanied by his four other cousins. They started in a 50 square foot kitchen with a grinder, mixer, and a weighing machine. They thought within a day they would be able to sell 100 packets, but it took them 9 months to sell 100 packets of batter per day. After 3 years, Mustafa realized that his company needed him full time. That is when he quit his well paying job, wherein he was stationed in UAE, and he also was doing some jobs in other parts of the world, including Europe. And he took up the role of becoming a co founder in ID Foods Private Limited. His parents were really worried because he quit a well paying job. But Mustafa said, not to worry, I have got control over this. I'll be able to build a better future with this. In 2 years, the company was making 2,000 kgs of batter daily. And also, the number of stores that partnered with them increased to 300. In 2014, ID Fresh Foods raised 35 crores in the first round of funding from Helion Venture Partners. In 2016, ID Fresh Foods manufactured around 50,000 kgs of batter daily from their units. Annual turnover was around 100 crores in the year 2015 to 2016, and FY21 their annual turnover is at 238 crores with an increase of year of 23.5%. The company is currently valued at 1,000 crores, but all was not rosy for this company. Of course, there were a lot of struggles. When Mustafa and his cousins started this idli batter company, they did not know anything about idli batter. They did not even know that there was a process called as fermentation, which led to a bomb in one of their storekeeper's fridge. When the store owner called them frantically that there was bomb in the batter, they did not understand. When the salesperson reached the store and he tried to explain to the store owner that there was no such thing as a bomb in the batter that the salesperson was holding before the store owner went blast. And that is when they understood that there were many more challenges in the batter industry. And they tried to make sure that their products are 100% free of preservatives, they're 100% natural, and the packaging is also done very well. That is where they have been using the food technology processes. Apart from that, when ID ventured into Chennai, the biggest market for idlis, they were selling their batter at 45 rupees per kg, but the local vendor was selling the idli batter at 10 rupees per kg. They would have never been able to compete with the local vendor. When they did their research regarding how the local vendor can afford to sell the batter at 10 rupees per kg, they understood that the local vendor was buying rice from the ration shop, wherein he was only paying 1 rupee per kg, and he was also using a lot of soda to puff up the batter. Now the company had only three options. Number one, to resort to unhealthier practices. ID always wanted to be 100% preservative free or 100% natural food products company. Number two, they can take money on interest to keep funding for business in Chennai, but taking money on interest does not fall in with their religious beliefs. Number three was to shut down the factory and sell all of the equipment. They understood that the third option was the best option for them because they did not want to degrade their quality of the products, neither did they want to do something which was against their religious beliefs. That is when they shut down the factory in Chennai and sold all of their equipment. These are the three stories that are the favorite for Mustafa. Number one is the story of Vada.
This is no ordinary snack, a South Indian specialty. It's a favorite in homes across India, but its circular cylindrical shape and donut-like hole make it fairly difficult to prepare at homes. It needs the expert hands of grandmas and aunts or even restaurant cooks. Not anymore. ID decided to turn its attention on this age-old problem and transform the complex art of vada making into a science for everyone. And the key ingredient? Common sense. A path-breaking little big invention. The spout that shapes batter into vadas with the hole. And that's it. Squeeze, shape, cut, fry. Handmade, but with no mess, no stress. Just delicious, crispy vadas. ID, maker of India's favorite batters and fresh food, presents Vada Batter in a pack that shapes batter into vadas. Now, everybody can vada.
Common sense is the best solution as for Musthafa. Vada is one of those oily batters which look like a crispy donut with a hole in the middle. Most of the South Indian families were not making vadas anymore in the home because making a vada batter and making sure you get the perfect round vada with a hole at home is a messy affair. That is when ID came to the rescue. They worked for 4 years to perfect this technology of vada, and today they have a patent on this whole process. They have brought vada back to the limelight, and they were able to do this only with the common sense of the team at ID. Number two, compromises and shortcuts in life. In 2008, ID Private Limited was doing only 1 crore revenues per year. It was extremely difficult for them to maintain the operations and also pay the founders with this less revenue. And they also didn't want to take any interest based loans. They were selling a product which was called as chili diamond cuts. And one day, Mustafa got a call from a five-star chef who wanted to procure thousands of kgs of diamond cuts. And when Mustafa asked him to understand more about why they are procuring such huge numbers, the star chef told him that they would be using this as a condiment or as a supplement along with their drinks in the bar. Mustafa wanted to think more about this. He wanted to understand if this was a category that they wanted to enter. Would ID Foods Private Limited be a supplement to drinks? Drinks was one of those which did not go well with the religious beliefs of Mustafa and his cousins, and that is when he rejected the order. He felt like crying because this would have been a great turnover for the company, but they understood that their focus should be on fresh food breakfast, and they should be known as a fresh food breakfast manufacturer here in India.
Hi, Ma.
बेटा खाना खा लिया?
Mama, meeting is just about to start.
Oh, okay. Good luck, बेटा. खाना खा लेना, okay?
Okay, Ma, talk later. Bye. Sorry, guys. Hi, Ma.
Hi, बेटा. Work done?
Yeah, Ma. I'm going out अभी.
बेटा कुछ खा लेना.
हाँ, खा लूँगी. Okay, bye. Hi, Ma.
Breakfast किया ना आदि?
I'm running very late. And oh, I won't be coming home this weekend. Bye.
अबे Hello, Adi.
Hi, Ma. Why are you calling so late?
बेटा एक call.
Ma, I'm very stressed at work. I can't talk right now. Anything urgent? Okay.
He's sure that you can do anything.
Ma? I called you so many times. Why didn't you pick up?
I've been sick, beta.
Ma, you've been sick and you didn't even tell me.
I didn't want to disturb you.
Ma, I'm very stressed at work. I can't talk right now. Anything urgent? माँ आपने खाना खाया?
Most of the times we feel like we want to go somewhere quicker, and there are, of course, shortcuts in life. But if you want to create strong fundamentals, you have to stick on and fight the fight. Number three is, of course, trust. Packaged foods is a preservative rich foods here in India, which is a most common myth. Now, if you look at ID has always promoted themselves as 100% natural food product manufacturer or 100% preservative free brand. And though it was promoted that way, many people in India did not trust them. That is where the concept of trust shop came into picture. They established trust shops around Bengaluru and also here in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. These are unmanned kiosks with ID food products without any salesperson or no technology to track if the product has been paid for. This campaign went viral, but there was other challenges with this concept. There were people who did not pay for the products that they have picked up, and there were people who were paying with dummy money. Mustafa talks about this one person who used to pay with monopoly money. He kept doing this multiple times, and then finally one day he realized this was not the right thing and he paid actual cash. That is when Mustafa understood that if you want your customers to trust you, you need to trust them first. Today, these kiosks are more profitable than normal retail stores for ID.
Trusting strangers was never easy for me. But I remember that day clearly. Her laugh. Sweet child. But what to do? I didn't trust anyone. And then it happened. The moment everything changed. That day, I learned that the world can be a better place. We only need to trust each other.
Now, This is an amazing story. With 50,000 rupees investment, Mustafa today owns a company which is valued at 1,000 crores. But what are some of the things that you and I can learn as small business owners from this successful case study? Number one, strong fundamentals. As you know, Mustafa had an opportunity to produce and sell diamond cuts to the five-star chef. But his fundamentals, that is, he does not want to promote alcoholism, was something which stopped him from doing that. Most of the times, we small business owners have to make a decision regarding either compromising on our values or servicing their customer. If that is the case, always stick on with your values. Number two, innovation of products. If you look at ID today, they started with idli batter, but today ID has idli dosa batter. They also have paratas, they have paneer, they have curd, etc. And they are, of course, innovating every single day to come up with innovative products like the vada batter and also chutneys. You and I, as a small business owner, need to keep innovating in our business as well. Number three, Mustafa says that ID runs on IT. IT could be your supply chain or logistics. Today, ID's products daily distribution to stores with 600 salesmen, 24 cities, 350 vehicles, and every store is replenished with every product every single day, leading to more than 2 lakh transactions per day. And this would not have been possible without the implementation of IT. Each store is geographically mapped, and ID knows which store needs which product the best. And as a small business owner, if you want to scale up your business, you have to definitely look at IT systems as well. Number four, choosing the right partners. In Bangalore itself, there are 65,000 outlets of supermarkets, but ID is only present in 5,000 outlets. That is because most of the outlets out there which are operational don't maintain the correct fridges, and they also shut down their fridges at night. If the product goes bad, it is ID which has to suffer, and the brand name of ID which has to suffer. So ID always make sure that they partner up with the right kind of people. So most of the times in our small businesses as well, we might look at a partner who does not actually work ethically, but if we team up with him, we could actually scale our business. If that is the kind of dilemma that you are in, always believe in your instincts and don't go with partners who are not ethical, because today, if that person is willing to put on stake somebody else, tomorrow he might also do the same with you. I hope you found this content interesting. If you like the content that I'm creating, please do subscribe to my channel and smash that like button. This is Sirisha Varma, founder chief strategist at Branding by Pixels, a business strategy design and digital marketing company coming live to you from India. If you like the content that I'm creating, and if you want me to cover any specific topic, drop me a comment in the description, in the comment section below, and I will pick it up. I'll see you again next week. Please do take care. Bye-bye.